game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Buccaneers are top 10 in fewest points allowed. They'll be up against a Niners offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. 319. No. Check. Patriot. Green 39.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Back to throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that takes us from second to third down. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! No, check! Leopard! Hurry up!
Back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
First down, they'll run it on the draw play. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Warren. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking deep downfield and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3 and out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. You got to be careful.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looking to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Set.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hurry up, here we go. Back that up, Philly, here we go. Here we go now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
This will be caught inside the 10. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 3-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pads?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over. The end line. stays on his feet. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll set up a throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Let's go. Here we go now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Murray. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Gun, gun. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Let's go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Green 39, Green 30, Leopard, hot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll escape to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll look to throw here. 20. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go. Green, 39. Over.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go. Watch it now, Marty. Let's go. Jack, back there. Leopard. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Murray. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. There he goes inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Over. Let's go. Back there, Philly. Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll give it here to his running back. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Let's go. Good. Back there, Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
And the wideout in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319!
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. To throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And on 2nd and 10 now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Let's go! Green, 39. Leopard!
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now Mixon. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And now here's a carry heading left. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
As you know, he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Blue, land it. Blue, land it. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Gun. Kill.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Now, let's go. Blue, land it.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. And no doubt they had to go for 2 to tie the game. Now they need a miracle on the onside kick.
They gave it their best shot. Can they pull it off here and maybe get one of those onside kicks that bounces perfectly and they can grab it and run it all the way to the other end zone? That's what they're down to at this point.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.